Hello everyone, today I want to talk about why food education is one of the most important ways for students to learn about climate change. And this is from my field experience at our high school as the food and nutrition teacher and the school food program coordinator. So, when we talk about climate change, we often talk about carbon emissions, extreme weather, or melting of ice. But one of the biggest contributors to climate change is something we interact with every single day, and that is our food. Food system, from growing and harvesting to shipping, processing, and even throwing food away or food waste, are responsible for about 1/3 of global greenhouse gas emissions. So when students learn where food comes from and how it gets to our plate, they are actually learning about every part of the climate system, and it's a fundamental way of learning about foundations of environmental education. Food education also helps make climate change real and local. Instead of talking about faraway disasters, students can see how climate change affect their community's food, shifting seasons, changing animal migration patterns, or rising costs at the grocery stores.
That should be good.
For students in the north, here in Iqaluit, this might mean learning how unpredictable ice conditions impact hunting or access to country food. These experiences make climate change very personal and real and not something that is abstract. Food education also supports indigenous and land-based knowledge. Many indigenous food systems are built on respect, reciprocity, and taking only what you need. In Nunavut, we have IQ principles and values that are the guides to how we teach in education. And one of that principle is about caring for and respecting the environment. And this shows students how sustainable food practices are deeply connected to climate stewardship. When students learn through food, they are also learning about relationships with the land, with animals, with each other, with the community, and beyond. Food waste is also important part of food education, as almost half of all food in Canada is going straight to the waste. And when it breaks down in landfills, it produces methane. So teaching students how to reduce food waste, that's through composting, planning, or mindful eating. This gives them practical climate action they can do and participate with right away. Food gives student agency. They may not be able to change national climate policy, but they can help prepare meals, choose local food, start a microgreen, plant gardens, or talk to their families about reducing waste. These actions build confidence and show students they have power in shaping a sustainable future. Here you can see students teaching one another how to make baked maktak, which is a delicacy here in Iqaluit. And this is our stew that we made. This is our caribou stew made completely from scratch. You can also see how we are recycling all of the cardboard across the high school to be our mat for our feast because the whale and all the country food get very oily.
Fruits in the fridge.
And then over here we are setting up our stew that we will serve. Majority of the time, every week we serve about 200 meals for the staff and students of our high school, and this is just the regular capacity that we are serving at.
With the rice, self-serve. Here, you put it. What? You want some stew?
What time is it?
11:30. Yeah.
In this meal, we have Arctic char, stew, some salad, and rice. And learning about Arctic char helps students to understand climate change because the species is highly sensitive to environmental shift, deeply tied to Inuit culture and food security, and also offers a clear local example of how warming temperature are transforming Arctic ecosystem. This plate is showing you smoked Arctic char, baked Arctic char, some rice, and raw whale blubber. We also serve fresh fruits like watermelon, and here's a photo of our caribou that we serve out, and usually the students have this raw as well. Caribou are climate indicator species, which means they respond quickly to changes in the environment. When temperatures warm, when snow and ice conditions shift, or when plants grow differently, caribou behavior and health changes too. By watching what happens to caribou, we can see the impacts of climate change on the entire Arctic ecosystem. Warming temperature creates more freeze-thaw cycles, forming thick ice layer that makes it hard for caribou to reach lichen. Hotter summers also bring most insects, which stresses the caribou herd, reducing feeding time. And these changes have already led to major decline in several herds. Caribou are also culturally and nutritionally essential. For Inuit and other indigenous communities, caribou provide food, clothing, teaching, and a deep sense of identity. When climate change affects caribou, it affects community well-being and access to healthy, affordable country foods. Studying caribou brings Western science and Inuit IQ values together. Elders' observations, guided by principles like caring for the environment, offers essential knowledge about how to respect and protect caribou in a changing climate. Here in our last few minutes, you can see how nothing is wasted in our country food feast. Everything is put in a Ziploc bag and we give them to students to take home so that they can also share it with their family. We usually try to do feast once a month, but because of the cost of country food and how difficult it is to buy them due to climate change, it's going to be harder and harder each year to support the program so that students can connect with their culture through food and also during that time learn about climate change.